Access granted.
Subject: Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins Press Junket. Body: on 7/12/2021, the full force were invited by Paramount Pictures to attend a private screening of the Snake Eyes movie in New York City. The following day, we got the chance to speak briefly with 3 of the main cast from the film in a press junket. Here's what we could share from that G14 classified recording.
Access granted.
If your heart is pure, our secrets will reveal themselves to you. If not, they'll be your end.
I'm Christopher McLeod from the Full Force podcast, and I'm very fortunate to be joined by the wonderful, amazing Haruka Arbei, who plays Akiko in the upcoming Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins movie. Haruka, absolute pleasure. Thank you so much. First off, I have to say, I've seen the film, I loved it, and I absolutely adore your character. She's amazing. What was it like? What was it like bringing this character to life?
It was so much fun because, obviously, I'm Japanese, and as a girl, I dreamt of becoming a ninja. So being able to play a badass ninja in such a fun world of, Snake Eyes and G.I. Joe was a dream come true. And working with all the other actors are all incredible. We had a blast. We really did.
Well, speaking of the other actors, you have a great chemistry with everyone, but with Snake Eyes in particular. There's a really interesting relationship that you and Henry have throughout the film. Can you talk a little bit more about that relationship and what it's kind of like for Akiko and Snake Eyes? Sure.
So basically, Akiko is Arashikage's head of security, and details of her past isn't really revealed in the film, but it's implied that she was also once an outsider to the clan, who was taken by the clan and trained hard and rose through the ranks and became the head of security. So when Storm Shadow brings in Snake Eyes, this complete stranger to the clan, she's very wary of him and she's very suspicious of him, but at the same time she's kind of intrigued by him because of the similar past they have had. So there's a very interesting dynamic there, I think.
Yeah, that absolutely was. And again, the character you mentioned was a badass. She's amazing. And a lot of training seemed to go into that with all the actors. How was that for you? Was that a new experience going through that kind of training, or was that something you'd done before?
It was, for sure. I've had some, martial arts experience before, like boxing and capoeira, and I've done some dance training and stuff before, but I've never fought with weapons before, so that was quite intense, and we trained for 2 months, 4 hours every day for 2 months straight before the filming started. And even after we started filming, if we had a day off and if the stunt team had a day off, we'd train together and go through all the techniques and the choreo and stuff. So it was pretty full on.
I can imagine. It looked intense. It looked incredible as well. There's just so many amazing things in the film that Akiko does. You do, I should say. But one of my favorite scenes is the parkour flip off the motorcycle between. That is just mind blowing. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
The last thing I wanted to ask you, if that's okay, is basically the action figure that came out. How does it feel to have your own G.I. Joe classified Hasbro Akiko action figure?
I'd say it was a pretty cool project to be a part of anyway, but that's definitely the coolest thing about it, I think. I'm very excited about it.
Is that your first action figure?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I think I know what I'm getting my nieces and nephews next Christmas. So. Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much for chatting with me for this period of time. It's been an absolute pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
Good luck with the film. Good luck with everything, and have a great day.
Thank you so much. You too.
Let me make something clear. Cobra will be invincible.
Love your jacket, Chris.
Thank you very much. I've gone branding for you for Arashikage.
Amazing.
Yeah, so I'm Christopher McLeod from the Full Force podcast, and Ursula CORBERÓ. I cannot believe I'm speaking to you. This is amazing. How are you doing? How are you doing today? How are you feeling?
I'm doing great. I'm in Madrid. It's a sunny day. A little bit hot, to be honest, but I'm good. I'm great. What about you?
That sounds fantastic. I'm in rainy Pawtucket, Rhode Island,
yes.
United States. But so it's not as nice as it will be in Madrid right now. I just want to say, first off, I've seen the film now, and you are absolutely fantastic. The character of the Baroness is just incredible. You bring so much to it. Now, in terms of the character, the Baroness, I mean, how much did you know going into this film about it? Did you have to do much research into the character?
Well, I knew Sienna Miller was doing the Baroness before, so that was amazing. You know, when I wrote the script, I fell completely in love with the Baroness. I thought, she's a badass. She's always in control of everything. She's a powerful woman. She's bold. She's clever, but also manipulative, you know. And she's capable of anything to get what she wants. So it was also my first villain, you know?
Yeah.
So I was like, yes, I want to do that. At the same time, she's enjoying everything what she does.
There's been a lot of talk about the training that you guys had to go through. There's been a lot kind of behind the scenes, which we saw, some amazing stuff you guys have been doing.
Thank you.
Now, you had the added addition of probably doing a lot of that in heels. I mean, that's got to be even more difficult, hasn't it?
Actually, when we were doing the super action scenes, I wasn't wearing high heels. So we were changing shoes. I had like 5 different pairs of shoes with different highs.
I was going to say, there's some of those moves, I was like, there's no way she can be doing that right now.
No, that's impossible. That's impossible. And the suit as well, you know, you were like... you were...
Absolutely. Now, that's another thing. Obviously, you bring a lot of style to the proceedings as well. Like, you're not, you know, it's not a massive role, but you're in it in like very important parts of the film. Every time you turn up, it's always like, amazing. So, you know, like, how did you approach that as to kind of make that impact in each scene? How did you approach that as an actor?
I was feeling very powerful, you know, with that clothes. She's a powerful woman. So I think it was all about feeling my power, and it was easy because, you know, the makeup was amazing. This lioness hair and the sunglasses. So I was really getting into the Baroness. It was super easy. I remember I started doing the rehearsals, the stunt rehearsals in Vancouver when I arrived there.
Yeah.
And I was like, come on, I can handle this, no problem. You know, I've been shooting for almost 4 years in La Casa de Papel, so I can handle it, no problem.
Easily.
Today, I was like dying, feeling like a rock, like, okay. But yeah, it was hard work, but it was really funny, and now I feel invincible.
I'm not surprised. Well, it was an excellent film. Ursula, thank you so much for giving me this time to chat with you. It's an absolute pleasure to meet you. Good luck with everything, and I hope the film does amazing. Have a great day.
Thanks.
Abandon ego. Selflessness will lead to harmony. Strike with honor. This is my destiny.
Hi there, I'm Christopher McLeod from the Full Force podcast, and I am with the amazing Andrew Koji. Andrew, it is a pleasure to meet you, sir. How are you doing?
Oh, thank you very much, Chris. Yeah, I'm good. How are you? Nice.
I'm great. I saw the film, blown away, and I've got to say, you are superb as Storm Shadow. And the first question I really want to kind of get into with you is this character, which has such a rich history, this Storm Shadow character with comics, cartoon, all sorts of stuff in the past. How did you approach getting into this particular character and to give it the depth that you did? Oh,
thank you so much. Well, I see you got an Arashikage shirt. Good man. Chris, I went all angles from this. I spoke to fans with a lot of collaboration with Robert. He wanted me to ground it, and some notes came from Larry via Robert. And then firstly, you do your work as an the usual actor work, breaking down the script, figuring it all out, and watching all the Japanese samurai films, and then kind of really figuring. I just wanted to make sure that, firstly, a younger version of me, growing up, might want to be an actor, would see Storm Shadow and be proud, and then secondly would be I want to make sure the fans, are happy. So I tried to. Obviously, this is a modern take. Shush. So can you hear that? They're after me. No. Make sure the fans are happy to find out the emotional core of who Tommy is, the psychology behind that, because obviously it's a modern day reinterpretation and all that stuff. But the emotional core is the most important thing. Yeah.
And based on that as well, or kind of related to that, the chemistry you have with Henry is fantastic in the film. Like there's a real bond there between Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, which you kind of expect there should be. I mean, how was working with Henry in that regard? Did that come easy?
Henry and I are very similar and also very different in ways, but we actually grew up in the same part of the world. Surrey.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's from Red Hill. I went to college Reigate. Anyway, so we've got a lot of he's a Surrey lad, even though he betrayed us and left to Malaysia. But even though we're from part of the same world, we've gone off and done our own different things. He was cast in Crazy Rich Asians around the same time I was cast in Warrior.
Oh,
and then,
Warrior.
Oh, thank you so much.
Amazing, pal. Amazing.
Thank you. Stop it, Chris. I think that hopefully that came across. We just went to work, and we've got similarities in terms of because we grew up in the same part of the world, and differences because of our life, different in psychology, and hopefully that works for these two characters.
Absolutely, it certainly did on screen for me watching it. My last question, and we'll finish on this. The training that you had to do. Obviously, this is not your first rodeo. You've done Warrior, which is exceptional, by the way. I've been binge watching that. So, as soon as you were cast in this, I just had to, I had to watch it. It was amazing. Was it as difficult for you as it was for the kind of newbies, or did you find that kind of was that just the norm for you, that training?
It did help because you got that training used to a certain kind of fitness, so I wasn't going from 0 to 100 unlike Henry had to do that. Just different. It's different things, and because Storm Shadow's more skilled, so at least it plays into the story. Yeah, it was just different having to get your head around it. Figure out the swords, the technique, the fundamentals, and that was once you've got that, then you can start to add the flair, and that kind of stuff. So Chris, you were happy with the film because you're obviously a G.I. Joe fan. Really?
I'm a big G.I. Joe fan. Loved it. Loved you as Storm Shadow. You did a great job, man. And I'm really excited for this film. And good luck with everything going forward as well. So absolutely, all the luck to you.
Thank you so much. I'm grateful and appreciative you like the film. Okay, thank you, man.
It's great, man. I love it.
Yeah, it's the fans. I'm like, oh god again.
Well, you got one down. You got one sorted. So
I got one. Yeah, I got one. Cool. The rest of you. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Take care.
You've saved my life. Why? I'm not a murderer. I looked into your eyes and I saw honor. I owe you. We are going home. I don't have a home. Not yours. Mine.
What is it exactly you do?
For 600 years, our ninja have brought peace to the world. But things have changed. I need warriors like you to become the future of the clan.
It's yours, if you want it.
Let's go. I can't change your past. I can offer you something more important. A home.
I came to make you an offer, Tommy.
Call me Storm Shadow.
Access granted.
Make sure you get involved with the discussion by liking, sharing and commenting on these videos, and as always you can keep up with the show after listening by following on Twitter @TheFullForce, liking the Facebook page facebook.com/TheFullForce, and if you would like to contact the show you can message us on either of those platforms with feedback and questions. We also have a Patreon page, so if you want to show your support for the show, see your name up in lights on these videos, or enjoy exclusive bonus content, then check out patreon.com/TheFullForce podcast, or click the link on any of the posts this podcast appears in. Full Force.
Access granted.